be done. For all the people who said it was impossible. For all the people who said it's not time. For all the people who said, well, you know what? Maryland's not quite ready. For all the people who said this country's not quite ready. Won't she do it? This is time, y'all. It's our time. It's Maryland's time. First of all, also, can we give a shout out to the most extraordinary team, all the workers, the campaign, who put this thing together and make it happen. Can we give a shout out to our team here at Martin's, who've done an amazing job making tonight happen. And listen, guys, we're just getting started. We're just getting started. Because tonight we celebrate, tomorrow we get to work. Because we understand the victory is not tonight. Right? Listen, I'm an old Army guy, I know something. We know the difference between battles and wars. All right? Tonight, we won the battle. Tomorrow, we wage the war. And we're not losing. There is too much at stake. There is too much on the line. There's too much progress that needs to be had. We know right now we have people who came before us who have been asking for this moment, who've been fighting for this moment, who've been sacrificing for this moment. And y'all made it happen. And we know that there are those who are still yet unborn. Still yet unborn, who are praying that we don't miss this moment. Who are hoping that tomorrow morning we can wake up with the same urgency, with the same fight, with the same belief. And for all those people who say it's not time. For all those people who said we need to wait our time. For all those people who say the state's not ready. For all those people who question whether or not we can win in November. Y'all, this war is waged and they've never seen an army like this. And let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna be brief because I can't wait for Angela to come out here. I can't wait, I'm so excited. But I do want to say something, y'all. If there's one thing our state knows a little something about making history. Y'all know something about making history. But here's what I know too. Making history is not the assignment. Making history is not the assignment. Making history is not what is asked. Meeting the moment is what's asked. And each and every one of us have an opportunity now to meet this moment. Tonight, we celebrate. Tomorrow, we get to work. And in November, we win. God bless y'all. Congratulations, Maryland. Let's do it. And now, is Senator here? Do I have, I'm trying to understand what my next assignment is. Oh, I'm gonna turn it over to my favorite chair. The boss. I'm excited to turn it back over to my dear friend, the strategist, the mind, the leader, the person who's been doing over and over, the one who just keeps on winning. Give it up for Yvette Lewis! You know that's right.
You know what? This is a little bit of deja vu because last November before last, I hugged the governor. I said, we did it. And here I am saying it again tonight. We did it, y'all. We did it. And we ain't done. So now I'm going to introduce a person that I know well because I worked with him. I worked for him and I worked with him. And I watched him every single day. And I can tell you we could not be more well represented in the Senate than we are by Chris Van Hollen. And Chris Van Hollen is going to go in that Senate with a wonderful junior senator, Angela Alsobrooks, who proved tonight, and Chris will appreciate this, Angela Alsobrooks proved tonight that the $64 million man meant the buyout.
What's that? This is for our look live. Roll. This is for our morning package. Roll on me. Roll on me. Yeah. 3.
So please join me in welcoming.
I'm Brad Bell at the Alsbrooks for Senate celebration party in Greenbelt. They expected to have a good night here, but they did not expect it to be as good as it was or to come as early as it was. The early returns coming in, trending in the way that they had hoped. AP calling the race very early in the evening. The speaker's program taking the stage at about 10:45 p.m., all leading into Angela Alsobrooks, the Democratic nominee, who now has to take on Larry Hogan in November. Alsobrooks soundbite. 3, 2. Among the speakers tonight at the Alsobrooks party, Governor Wes Moore. He said, as an old Army guy, he knows something about battles and wars. He said, this was just a battle. Now they move on to war. Tonight they celebrate. Tomorrow they get to work. A heated election season clearly ahead. In Greenbelt, Brad Bell, 7 News.
She helped deliver the FBI to Prince George's County, and she's going to deliver major investments throughout the state of Maryland. We know that she gets up every single morning thinking about how she can make life a little better for her constituents, and now she will get up every morning thinking about how she can help make life better for the people of Maryland. We know she's going to fight like hell to protect reproductive freedom. We know she's going to fight like
hell to keep the weapons of war off our streets. We know she's going to fight to reduce the price of prescription drugs. We know she's going to fight to keep big special interest money out of politics. And we know she's going to fight to protect our democracy every day. And we know she's going to beat Larry Hogan in November. We know that because she has an incredible record to run on. We know that because she just came through a very
tough primary. She ran a grassroots, people-powered campaign, and the verdict is in.
Hello, it's Brad.
She overcame a campaign that spent over $60 million. Don't anybody ask if she's the right one to take on Larry Hogan. Angela Alsobrooks is the candidate to take on Larry Hogan. Not only will she win because she's a great candidate, but she will also win because the people of Maryland know their political path. They know that the Senate is
coming to me. Is that what you said? You want me to talk?
They know that a vote for Larry Hogan is a vote for Mitch McConnell and Ted Cruz. And
okay.
Scott, they know that.
Okay, got it.
They don't want to hand
got
the
it.
keys
Understood.
To the United States Senate over to the MAGA majority. It's not going to happen.
You heard.
What the people of Maryland want is a senator who is going to listen to them, who has the vision to lead. And in Angela Alsobrooks, we have that candidate. So we have a chance. We have made history tonight in running for the United
in November and elect Angela Alsobrooks. Ladies and gentlemen, the next United States Senator from the state of Maryland, my friend, your friend, Angela Alsobrooks. There's been so many things that's held us down, but now it looks like things are coming around.
Thank you, Maryland! Thank you, Maryland! Thank you, Maryland! Thank you, Maryland! Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Maryland. I'd like to first begin by thanking the captain of Team Maryland, Governor Westmore. Can we give it up again for Governor Westmore? And then to say to Senator Van Hollen, thank you so very much. Can we give it up for Senator Van Hollen? And then to all of the other tremendous leaders all around this state who believed in us. You have been tremendous partners. To all of my friends in elective service who are here tonight, thank you so very much to each and every one of you. I am so grateful, so grateful. I had an opportunity to speak with Congressman Trone. I thank him so much for his call. I want you to know that we are united in our focus to keep the Senate blue, and I am so grateful to have his support. I'd like to also recognize, before I go any further, two of the best people I've ever known in my life, my incredible parents, James and Patricia Alsbrooks. Thank them so very much, who raised me with deep faith, profound love, and the belief that there was a place for me. And I want Marylanders to know that on this campaign, there's a place for you too. And I'd like to give a special shout out also to my sister Kim. She's the best big sister in the world. I recommend you don't go anywhere without Kim. And then you all have all heard all about her. I'd like to give a shout out to my daughter, Alexandra, who is my North Star. She is the reason that I ran for public office. I have a very deeply held belief that my daughter and all of our children deserve to live and to grow in safe and supportive communities. And she just finished her freshman year in college. And I'm so proud of her. I'm proud of the opportunity to represent Maryland, but I have to tell you, I am prouder still to be Alex's mother. And then I'd have to thank, there are three other people that I really must thank before I go any further. It is Lottie Dottie and everybody, Lottie Dottie and everybody. And really, I just want to say thank you so sincerely to every single one of you who have welcomed me in your living rooms. You have welcomed me in your backyards. You have had me at your dinner tables. You have believed. And I thank you so much. And together, tonight, we have made history. We have made history, and we have done so while overcoming steep odds. So for anyone, hear me, who has ever felt counted out, overlooked, and underestimated, I hope you understand and share this moment and know that I hope you know that the impossible is still possible. How many of you know the impossible is still possible? Thank you for that. And I am fully aware, and I know that you all as well, that stories like mine don't generally make it to the United States Senate. My mother worked as a receptionist when she retired. My father was a distributor at the Washington Post newspaper. And I have to tell you, my sister and I would beg him to take us on his delivery routes. We would go to bed, we were so excited about it that we would go to bed fully dressed and go there about midnight. We knew we'd be waking up with him at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning to go with him in the middle of the night on his truck. And whether it was cold, it doesn't matter what it was, we were so proud to be with him, to ride around in that big white truck that he was driving. And on those early mornings, I remembered one night in particular, when as he was preparing to throw the newspapers off his truck, he said to me, you know, I jump up and down on this dirty truck
so you'll never have to. And I understood so clearly what it meant, because you see, my parents didn't have the opportunity to go to college, and they made it their mission to make sure that I could and that my sister could. And so we know what it's like for hard work to happen. I know what it's like to struggle, and I didn't fully understand at that time their focus on building a better future for me until I had my own daughter. And I know that I wanted Alex to be able to play outside, to be safe, to be able to play without fear, and to feel safe in our home, and to understand that if she could dream it, she could do it. And that's why I decided to run for state's attorney. You recall that no woman had held that job before, and not only did I win, during my time in office, we cut violent crime by 50%. But I also understood that public safety is so much more than just reducing crime. I understood the urgency to address the issues that brought people to the courthouse in the first place. Understood about failing schools, health care that's too expensive and out of reach, a lack of treatment for addiction and mental health struggles, and jobs that didn't pay a livable wage. These are the issues that I've focused on as Prince George's County Executive, and I am so proud of the progress that we've been able to make in education. We've broken ground on 10 new schools. We've built the county's first cancer treatment and addiction center. We brought major investment like the brand new FBI headquarters to Maryland. Yes. And so I want to take a moment, and if you would allow me, I have to acknowledge the super bad and incredible people of Prince George's County. Yes. You should know that you are the heart and soul of our campaign. Your faith in me as a prosecutor, county executive, and now candidate for Senate is something that I will never take for granted. But there's more work to do. And thinking about what's on the line in this election, I hear the stories of those I've had the privilege of meeting all across our state. Seniors like my father, who thought that they would retire but are back at work to cover the cost of medication and groceries. Young families who find new ways to stretch $1 each month so that their kids don't miss out on the class trip or the team sport that they love so much. Patients who are holding off on treatment because it was too far or too expensive. Healthcare providers who worry that political games in Washington will prevent them from giving their patients medically necessary care. Women all across Maryland who fear that politicians will take away our right, our fundamental right to make our own health care decisions. These are the stakes of this election, and it's why our work must start tonight. Yes. Now, I want you to know, and we're accustomed to this, so you know that the fight ahead will not be easy. There are a lot of people in our state who say, oh, you know, it's Maryland, it's a blue state. We can worry about another race someplace else, is what people say who are looking at us tonight. No. What we know is that Maryland has been a blue state, but it will only stay a blue state if we put in the work. Because Larry Hogan, his BFF Mitch McConnell, and Donald Trump's Republican Party want to flip this seat. And let's be extremely clear about who Larry Hogan is. And one of his first acts as governor, he canceled the critical Baltimore Red Line project, sending back $900 million to the federal government instead of investing in a transit project that would have provided a fundamental opportunity for our communities. And you should recall as well that in one of his last acts as governor, he vetoed legislation to expand abortion care access. But listen, don't worry about that, because Governor Moore signed those measures into law just last year. Now, Larry Hogan has said he's a lifelong Republican, and if he's elected, he will give Republicans the majority that they need to pass a national abortion ban. And you should also be clear that he will not support a national law to protect abortion rights. He will not oppose anti-choice judges, including nominees to the U.S. Supreme Court, even in the wake of the reversal of Roe versus Wade. And given these positions, it isn't all that surprising that Larry Hogan called abortion rights an emotional issue for women. Well, let us be extremely clear about who we are. In Maryland, we stand up and fight for each other and our fundamental rights. We will always protect the right for women to make their own health care decisions, and come November, Larry Hogan will understand that we do not need any help at all managing our emotions. So we know now that we have a lot of work to do, but Scripture promises us that those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. I am not weary. And I know that we are just starting the work to build a coalition rooted in our values and our faith that together we can reach the future we desire for ourselves and for our families. I am not weary. And I know our coalition doesn't require us to agree on everything as long as we respect each other. And I hope that in these next few months I have the opportunity to earn the support of those who did not vote for me in this primary and others who haven't made a decision on their ballot for the fall. I am not weary, and I'm grateful to the family, friends, leaders, and all the super bad, incredible volunteers who renewed my strength so often in the last few months and will do so again in the months to come. These are to all those who volunteered. Many who are in this room tonight with these green shirts on, you all are a mighty army. A mighty, mighty army, a mighty army. Tireless, committed, faithful, courageous. I thank you so much. And so, Maryland, we are not weary. And I'm Angela Alsobrooks. I'm a proud daughter, I'm a mother, I'm a Marylander with it. And with your support, I'm going to be your next United States Senator. Now let's get to work. Thank you so much, Maryland. Love all of you. God bless you. Thank you so much.
And the way they roll, just lovers intertwined with no place to go. When somebody kick, push, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push,
There's another super bad woman in the house tonight. I couldn't move another step. We are joined tonight by an amazing partner, the super, super, super bad mayor of the District of Columbia, Muriel Bowser. I want to acknowledge her and thank her so much for coming over tonight. Love her so much and just want to acknowledge her. Thank you so much, everybody.